Being a professional firefighter with the Michigan City Fire Department takes skill, training, and sometimes sheer guts. And to become a professional fire department recruit, you need to pass the Candidate Physical Ability Test, or CPAT. To give you some insight as to what you can expect, we spoke with Larry Butcher, Training and Public Information Officer of the Michigan City Fire Department.
I think the biggest challenge would be to know that you have the desire to do the job. I think, first of all, you have to search yourself and see if this is the profession you want to do.
The first time I took it, I was very winded.
I'm a marathon runner. I was lifting weights and still didn't pass the course on my baseline run.
I like to consider myself pretty in shape. And yesterday I missed it by like 2 or 3 seconds.
I couldn't believe it when they said I was only 1 minute down and I had 2 more minutes to go.
You're going to be confronted with 8 different aspects of physical ability. One being a stair machine, one being a hose drag, one being encased in a dark tunnel, replicating search and rescue. One would be a dummy drag, which is a 185-pound dummy, which you have to drag after you've clammed the stair machine, after you've done that hose drag, and it'll be quite challenging for you. Then you'll have to raise ladders. You have to simulate raising ladders, which will be difficult because you have spent part of your energy dragging this dummy. But all of these are aspects of the job that can happen at any given time. There's a part where you have to simulate breaching a ceiling, which is all in upward motion with 10 or 12 pounds of weight pushing up to a ceiling. You may think and it looks and appears easy, but once your heart goes from 0 to 100, you have to be there both physically and emotionally.
Fortunately, the men and women of the Michigan City Fire Department are here to help you rise to the test. Now here's a preview of the CPAT course from the point of view of actual candidates and their trainers.
The stair mill is basically a mini escalator. You've got a 20-second warm-up, and then you've got a 3-minute time that you've got to climb these stairs at a step per second. You've also got a 50-pound vest on with an extra 25 pounds across your shoulder, so you're carrying 75 pounds as you're climbing this stairway to heaven.
2 minutes into the event, you could already feel the lactic acid build up in your legs. And if you don't train your legs beforehand, you're going to feel it three events in. The hose drag is just putting it across your shoulder and just chugging away. Just do not stop.
You know, you help them when they drop to their one knee and they're doing the hose drag to really extend their arms and pull. It kind of speeds up time.
The equipment carry is where you grab 2 pieces of fairly heavy equipment about the size of a large chainsaw, and you've got to take it down from a platform, put them both on the ground, pick them up and carry them around a marker and then back.
Picking up the saws, you know, placing the saws correctly, touching the saws at one time with both hands gives them a little bit of speed.
The ladder raise is raising up a 24-foot extension ladder run by run. And then you do a ladder extension where you extend the ladder all the way up and then you lower it back down.
The ladders don't take chances with. You do not throw it up there and let it bounce. You let it bounce and someone's going to call and kind of test.
I let the ladder go and slide through my hands, so I really had to practice pulling it up and letting it go without losing control.
The forced entry is swinging a sledgehammer against a target or an object, and you're trying to use force to move the target back and sound the buzzer.
The sledgehammer is a big thing. Not everybody is really strong and can just hammer it, so a lot of times we have to focus on accuracy. And that's a big key. Focus more on accuracy and you'll get through the event just fine.
The search is a maze that's completely blacked out. You have to feel your way through and you have to crawl on your hands and knees, and there's some obstacles and some 90-degree turns that you have to maneuver through and come out as fast as you can out the other side.
Just paint a picture in your head of what the obstacle looks like on the outside, and just keep track of your steps and don't be afraid of the dark.
The hardest event at the beginning was the dummy drag. Not realizing how heavy actually the dummy is.
That's the second to last station, so if you don't have good stamina, when you get to that point, it doesn't matter what you did lifting-wise, strength training-wise.
Over the course of time being at this mentoring program, you build your strength and you learn also how to carry the dummy better.
The breaching pool is the very last station in the CPAT, so it's pretty important to give that last oomph of energy at the very end. You have a long pole and you have to push up on a ceiling area above you 3 times, and then you have to pull down on another piece of equipment 5 times, and you have to do that for 4 sets. It was a lot of weight, a lot more weight than I expected.
You just got to give it all you got, and you have to be precise at each lift and pull that you do.
Five, 6, 7, 8.
Primarily, you need to have a good strength base. Women need to work on their upper body strength.
You need to be strong, you need to be cardiovascular, able to handle the job, to have muscle endurance, muscle strength, and flexibility, not only to prevent injuries, to reduce those injuries.
Good job. Everybody gets tired, but it's how quickly can you recover that really means a lot. So cardiovascular fitness is a big key to the job.
The Michigan City Fire Department is a proud organization. That's why we want to make sure you're prepared to carry on our legacy. We encourage you to come down to the fire station and talk with the firefighters about our requirements and give tips for passing the physical ability test.
My main advice is to get with fire department personnel, find out what it's going to take the extra step to come to the fire station, find out when practice dates are going to be for the CPAT testing, find out what the exercises that you can do to prepare yourself for this. And if you do that and you give it your all, you should be fine. If you don't, if you falter, chances of failing are there.
Don't believe the hype. Being a firefighter is tough and extremely more demanding than most jobs. But it can be very rewarding. Camaraderie among firefighters is often unspoken. You and your firefighter buddies will depend upon one another like family. If you can commit to teamwork, courage, and selflessness, becoming a Michigan City firefighter may be the proudest thing you do with your life.
Firefighting is something that it takes heart to do. It's not an everyday job, but it's a very fulfilling job. I've been on a department almost 18 years. And I think within 6 months, 7 months, after your first structure fire is under your belt, and you got the back of your ears kind of warm, and you get back to the station, and all the guys are talking about it, and we did this, and we could have did that. And, after I went on my first full arrest, and the person lived, and it just kind of gets in your blood, and then after that, you're kind of there to stay. You know, so I think probably the first year on my job, I knew this is where I wanted to be. This is the career that I wanted.